Alright. Let's see. Hopefully this will not crash the stream. This is the first time I'm testing out Pocket Mortys. Hello! Hello, everyone. I know this is a bit of a surprise stream. This is an unofficial me being back. Still taking a while, still unpacking stuff, and still doing normal chores from returning from our big trip and everything. So it's been quite a few months, a month and a half. It's been quite a time, that month and a half. That's what I meant to say. So this is the first stream in a long time. I want to test out Pocket Mortys because I don't know if it'll work. So here's the multiplayer. The series that I will do on Pocket Mortys will be in the campaign mode, but I'm going to stream the multiplayer mode as it's a different profile altogether. So I shall see here and wait for anybody to show up. We're running around. This is it. This is the game. This is my team. I've already played it, so this is not the first playthrough of this game that I'm going to be doing. So I'm here in the game, and if any of you have a Pocket Mortys, and any of you have the game or have an account, on here I am just Handington. So that is the case. Oh, I could try and get another Morty from people. I will do that, while I wait for some more folks to show up. Let's see. What should I take? Or ask for, rather. I'll ask for a blue shirt Morty. Never have too many of those. It's been a little while since I've streamed, so getting my sea legs back feels a little bit weird. Aha! Readily Watermelon, who used to be Foxy Life Red, who then became Ready, and is now, Readily Watermelon. I believe that's the case. My mind, not prepared for living. It's one thing to record on my own. I was able to do a little bit here and there, when my father was away. Just a little bit of recording, a little bit of Pocket Mortys for the main series, and I recorded a little bit of Bowser's Inside Story. And that's pretty much everything that I've done, so I'm still trying to get my sea legs back, especially for live streaming, so I'm extra awkward at the moment. But yes, that is the case. Yes, I believe that you're the same person. Yes, and your profile picture. Okay, this entire conversation was completely unnecessary. And Al the Gamer is here. Used to play this game. Oh, sorry. Readily says, "Hoy, it's ready, a woo." Alligamer says, used to play this game. Cool. I have just gotten into playing this game, about a month and a half ago. So, I've been playing a little bit when I have had Wi-Fi, because pretty much when I was at my, grandma's nursing home, we did have some Wi-Fi, but I had to be quiet, because I had to hear whenever we had to do something or get up, and then once we went to the other room, because we constantly had to get up and go to the other room whenever grandma needed something, so we had to leave, and it would cut out the Wi-Fi, so I didn't have a continuous Wi-Fi, so I'd be playing. Pretty much the only other Wi-Fi things that I could do is catch up on a few emails and stuff, occasionally text a bit, and then play this game, which requires a ridiculous amount of Wi-Fi, as it must be connected constantly, so every time we moved around to the next room, it would cut the Wi-Fi would cut out, and then it would go, okay, well, now I've lost whatever I'm doing here, and then I'd have to try it again, but this is pretty much the other thing that I've been doing, in addition to playing Minecraft without Wi-Fi, in terms of games, and I've also been trying to work on some other of my creative projects, but I hadn't been super creative. I hadn't really felt up to that because it's been a very stressful time. So I've just been playing around with some of these games just to feel a little bit better. So that is, excuse me, the case. Readily Watermelon says, "Wow, I don't know this game. What's it about?" So this is a game based off of Rick and Morty, and essentially the story goes where there's numerous other dimensions, as per Rick and Morty, but a lot of them now have lots of Mortys from other dimensions, all running around without their Ricks. and it's become a big thing to capture these Mortys like Pokemon and then have them battle each other. And so that's just this game is dark at times and I love it. So it's just like they have no regard for Morty as a person. They're just like, okay, you're a Morty. You're an like you're one of the Pokemon that we capture and then battle with. So a whole bunch of interdimensional Ricks all battle each other. And in the multiplayer mode, we can actually see real people with their Mortys and everything. I like this mode a lot. I like it a little bit more than the campaign mode, despite there being a little less than the campaign mode. So, this is the team that I have for multiplayer. I will show you in a second, actually, because I should read the chat first. So, Radio is here. Radio Bones says, hey! And Michael Panda Plays says, hello! I don't know if Radio is stuck around, because it only says there are 2 people watching. And I imagine those 2 people are Readily Watermelon and Michael Panda Plays. So Michael Panda Plays says, oh wow, I don't think I've ever seen this game. Rick and Morty in the Pokemon dimension. Indeed. Some of the areas have very Pokemon-inspired trees and grass around you, especially in the campaign mode, which I think is great. So yes, this is the first time I'm streaming this game, and apparently it has not crashed despite continuously needing the Wi-Fi to connect, so it looks like it's going alright. It looks like the stream has not crashed, which is a good thing. So, oh well, Cookie Run Ovenbreak continuously needs Wi-Fi. And that hasn't crashed. It's only sometimes, like when I was playing Plants vs. Zombies, that there would be a problem. Oh, hello, you phased through me. Oh, you almost phased through me, and there you go. And you're the other people. This guy has 3 soccer ball Mortys, and I guess he's training... That's Egg Morty, and then the evolution of Egg Morty, the one true Morty, which is amazing. Although everybody, when they start off the game, their starter is Original Morty. Who just goes by Morty. You will hear the word Morty so often in this, when playing this game, and from me, so get used to it. Eventually, the word Morty will become completely meaningless to you, which is exactly how they seem to be treating Morty in this game. It's just like, okay, yep, your thing. It just becomes very standard. And it's also funny when you think about strategies and how to efficiently train your Mortys, like you would in a Pokemon game, except they're human beings, which is wonderfully dark, and I love it so much. This game is great, it brings me joy, and I'm happy about that. So, this area that we're in is Mortyland, an amusement park based around Mortys that has been destroyed and taken over through the uprising of Mortyland. So, some Mortys have been survivors here. Specifically Survivor Morty, this is his main domain. And everything has collapsed. There's a skull of an unfortunate victim. This game also is rated T for teen, mind you. Part of it is with the words, so I have the sound off, just to make sure everything's okay. Occasionally, there will be some imagery that's very intense at points with some horrific Mortys, so keep that in mind. I forgot to mention that, but yeah, this game is rated T for teen, which is above what I usually play on this channel. However, they know that some kids will be playing it, so it's pretty much it's pretty much like an E10 game, besides 1 or 2 other words here and there. So just keep that in mind if you're not okay with some gross imagery at points. It's nothing really too bad. I wouldn't say it gets to a, well, there's 1 or 2 Mortys in here that get close to Akira levels, let's say, specifically Carcinogenic Morty, who is a wonderfully horrific abomination. The Mortys I tend to use, or the Mortys that I wanted the most, tend to be like the cuter Mortys, or at least that's what I consider them, so I like those. These are the ones that I use a bunch. And I have not caught up on most of the comments. Occasionally I've been able to respond when I've had Wi-Fi, but I haven't gone through all the comments yet. Still have other stuff I gotta do, and other new videos to put up at least, because I've been running through my reserve, and yada yada yada. I've been just trying to catch up with everything, both in real life and on the channel. We still have a whole bunch of errands that we gotta do that we haven't been able to. So this is an unofficial me returning, and then I also have a couple of videos on some important issues that'll be coming up, but I don't want to talk about those right now. Just want to have a brief little stream since it's been a really long time. My father and sister are out at the coal mines. That's what I will call Kohl's, the department store. And they're also doing one or two other small errands. But that's just they're like getting new socks for her for school when it starts up for her. So I'm here at the house, so I figured, hey, you know what? I'll go and do a stream. Now to catch up with the rest of the chat, I haven't really been playing the game just because I've wanted to talk and get everything all, sorted out since it's the first time I've been here for a while. Ooh, rare Morty. Oh wait, I've already caught one of you. I've already evolved you, so I don't need you. Okay. Well, I'll defeat this Morty instead. And I've already caught an extra one just in case somebody had wanted it, so I don't feel bad trying to defeat this one. Anywho, so in the chat, I'm really proud of my Undershift episode, Michael Panda Plays says. Yes, I need to look at some of your stuff at some point. I've had so much stuff I need to catch up on. I'm primarily going to... Oh, he gained 420 experience, heh. I've been trying to catch up with PewDiePie's Minecraft series, which apparently has just ended. I haven't seen that episode, but he says he defeated the Ender Dragon, and now that's the ending episode. I hope he does more Minecraft, because it's great. Though I'm very happy Minecraft is popular again, because I had recorded like 50 episodes of Minecraft just because I wanted to, and then Minecraft, like, lost popularity, so now I'm... Ooh, rare Morty! Super rare Morty, this is an epic. Oh, this is an epic. Oh, it's Detox Morty, I don't have you. Okay. Gonna try and catch ya. But yeah, I need to catch up on catch up on PewDiePie's Minecraft series, as that is a very important thing to do. So, I want to do that. And then I'm very happy with my Minecraft series, which I should post at some point, which it'll be very behind because I recorded it like a year and a half ago, so all the newer updates aren't in there. I haven't recorded any new episodes. I was actually thinking, should I record something else or try and stream? And I just felt like I was up to doing a stream at the moment. Yes! New Morty! Da 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 da. So in this game, instead of Pokeballs, you use Morty manipulator chips to make them think that they belong to you. So that's how you catch Mortys in this game. So now I have captured the Detox Morty. And now I can go along my merry way. Let's see. I'm looking for any sort of super effective Morty. In this game, the different types, instead of having a whole lot of types, they use the basic rock, paper, scissors mechanics, literally, there are 3 types: rock Mortys, paper Mortys, and scissor Mortys. And then, of course, there is null type Morty, which is a Morty that just doesn't have any type to it. Your main Morty, I think maybe 1 or 2 other Mortys in the game have no typing to them. So they're not super effective. They're sort of the normal type of the game. So they're not super effective, but they also don't take any... They're not very effective, but they're also not super effective, so they're just kind of there. Apparently some of them are really strong. In the main mode, Normal Morty is one that you should really focus on leveling up, and is very, very powerful, because you should give that Morty all of your Mega Seeds. And then in this version, Normal Morty is not as strong. It's better to have the other Mortys in your team to use the rock, paper, scissors mechanic to your advantage. Anyway, so that's the strategy of the game before I really explain anything else with the game. So if you have any questions about the game, please feel free to let me know, because I've explained some of this in the other series, which is not up yet, that I have recorded for the campaign mode. And I still need to read more of the chat, but... Catching up on everything. I haven't done this in a month and a half, so I'm a little rusty. Sorry, everyone. Okay, yeah, your newest Undershift, says Michael Panda Plays. Readily Watermelon says, Noise awoo, but with capital U's instead, so that's extra awoo power. That Morty there is channeling the awoo. The one true Morty uses awoo power. Let me find Business Morty. There we go. This was originally one that I had wanted to have on my team before I realized, he's not really that strong. But Lawyer Morty, that's it. Look at how happy he is. What a swell fella. Anyway, so, can you play Dead Trigger 2? It's amazing and free for Android, says Readily Watermelon. Oh, no need to call my full name, just call me Red. Okay, sorry. Sorry about that. Okay. I'll just call you Red, that'll make things easier. Dead Trigger 2, huh? I think somebody had recommended that to me before. I will write it down temporarily just to think about it. I'll look into it. I'm not sure if it's something that I'd want to play because primarily on the channel I play games that I really feel like playing, but I'll look into it. Oh, and Shelby Fun Channel is here. Hi, Handington, says Shelby Fun Channel. Hello to you. I'm glad you've been liking a lot of the videos. Oops. I've been doing. I forgot in this mode there is a timer for doing actions, so you need to choose quickly. Michael Panda Plays says, I got something gotcha. Hold on. There we are. I got MPP gotcha, a new profile pic. Oh, Michael Panda gotcha. Okay, you changed your profile picture on that. Understood. And Red says, what do I think of Kick Batowski, Suburban Daredevil? It's your favorite show. A woo, but instead of a woo, it's with Q's, so it's Quawoo. Q. I think that's how you'd pronounce it. I never watched Kick Batowski. We actually were not allowed to watch it when I was younger because he was a daredevil. So that was the reason why we weren't allowed to, because he had too much edge, I think. Either way, we weren't allowed to see it if it was on, because before we did not have cable. So seeing Disney XD was not something very common for us, but if it was on, my parents just said we weren't allowed to watch it. So I don't have any knowledge on Kick Batowski. I'm sorry. I am Kick Batowski unenriched. Michael Panda Play says, oh yeah, speaking of mines, your dad said if you pass your homeschool test, he's going to take you to North Carolina. Ooh, and there's a ruby mine there, and you're going to get to meet your friend Patrick. Those are all great things. I wish you luck on your homeschool test. Homeschooling is a pretty good thing, so I wish you the best of luck. Make sure to really enjoy that, because there are positives to school and there are regular school, and there are positives to homeschooling. Both have a lot of good things and bad things to them, but I think homeschooling has less negatives to them, so homeschooling is a pretty good thing. So good luck with that. Make sure to do your best and focus on your work and everything, and I know you'll be able to do great things. Yep, and here's Spoon Morty. The Mortys in this, it's kind of funny when reading them, but explaining this game to people is so much more enjoyable. It's Morty, but he holds a spoon, and that is his power. And he has the power of rock on his side because he has the spoon. I got all 5 hits on that and was able to knock out the Morty. Ooh, level up! So yes, one of my Mortys on here is Pancake Morty, because I love pancakes. And Pancake Morty is actually very strong, which I am happy about. So, I wanted a combination of strong. I really wanted Snowman Morty. Look at him! I don't know where Snowman Morty is, but I want Snowman Morty. I don't know who I'd replace on my team, though. I don't know what type Snowman Morty is. I don't want to replace any of my team at this point. I've gotten my team to pretty much my favorites here, so I really enjoy them. And I would have had Pizza, if I got Pizza Morty before Pancake Morty, I may have swapped it out, but actually, Pancake Morty and Pizza Morty are pretty similar, so I'm not too sad about that. And I just like my whole team at this point, so I don't want to lose anyone or swap out anybody else. I'll switch in Fawn Morty. Fawn Morty I've had since pretty much the beginning and has been really powerful, so okay, so, story about Cup Morty. When I had first gotten the game, I had found a Cup Morty, and we had to get up and then move rooms like I had been talking about before. My father just said, okay, we gotta go, we gotta move, and he didn't give me any time to like get ready, so I had been fighting a Cup Morty and I hadn't been able to catch it, and I had been wanting a Cup Morty for so long, and actually I had just asked for a Cup Morty like 2 days ago or a few days ago, and somebody really nice had given one to me, but I haven't caught a Cup Morty on my own. And here it is. I've been waiting to find Cup Morty on my own, and I have. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Can I? If would it crash the stream if I tried to share? I hope it doesn't crash the stream. I got it. I got it. I gotta do this. I've wanted Cup Morty so long. I haven't been. I wanted Cup Morty to be one of the main members on my team, but I just at this point, Cup Morty just isn't. This game has an interesting EV mechanic where if you catch them while they're stronger, they're going to be weaker overall, unless you catch them while they're weaker and then train them up from the beginning. So unfortunately, Cup Morty, who is already rather weak, is going to be even weaker if I start training Cup Morty at this point. So it's just something that I really love, because it's literally a red solo cup that has a face drawn on it, and that's a Morty, and I love it so much. Anyway, yep, I'm gonna tweet this, because this is an accomplishment. This is worth tweeting. It doesn't seem like the stream has crashed, which I am very happy about. Hopefully. You is the... Oh, there we go. Okay, success! This is super wonderful, and I am so happy about this. Uh-oh. Please tell me that nothing bad happened. Are we okay? Are we good? I don't know. What happened? Why is it loading up? I've been logged out. Okay, understood. That'll give me time to read the chat. 100M married and Ender Dragon death. Oh yes, that's PewDiePie indeed. Oh, that's right. I haven't seen the series, so no spoilers, please. But I do hope. Oh, you're somebody else's Morty. Whoops. I do really hope that he continues the Minecraft series, because as long as PewDiePie likes it, and everyone else likes it, and even YouTube themselves are okay with it, I am okay with PewDiePie continuing. I really hope he does more Minecraft, though I'm also okay with him branching out to a couple other games if he felt like it, and then still going to Minecraft. I hope he doesn't stop Minecraft entirely, because I still want more Minecraft to be played. I really want to watch more of his series. He does such a fun job with it. He's really enjoyable to watch. Anywho, so, yes, Spoon Morty. When you run out of ideas. Oh, there are so many Mortys in this game. There's like 300 or so. I love it. Excuse me. One of them is Morty, but wearing a blue shirt, like I had mentioned earlier, actually. I love it so much. This game is great. It's wonderful. Oh, and there's Snuffles Morty. Oh, somebody's fighting that super rare Morty. So there are different tiers of Mortys. There's the common Mortys, which we find all around here. Like, this is a common Morty. Then ones with little green stars above them are rare Mortys. And then rare Mortys, in multiplayer, you can't find them in the wild. You have to evolve them to get epic Mortys, which are basically third stage evolution Mortys. Common Mortys are first stage, epics, rares are second stage, and then epics are third stage. And then ones that don't evolve, besides Egg Morty, and are also sort of like legendaries almost. They're like half legendaries, half Pokemon that just don't evolve. Those are the epics, and those are very rare. So those are the most valuable Mortys. And there's a whole bunch of those. Think of the epics similar to the epic cookies in Run Ovenbreak, although a couple of them are also similar to the legendaries. So the epic class is like legendary and epics combined together. So some of those are a little bit more valuable than the others. And then, of course, the common Mortys are not too strong. The exotic Mortys, that's what they're called. They're not... yeah, so it goes common, rare, epic, exotic in terms of value. And the exotic Mortys are typically the strongest Mortys, so besides evolving to get an epic or just having an exotic Morty, those are usually the two best ones that you should have around. So keep on trying to focus with those. And then occasionally ones that only evolve twice can be pretty strong, like Rabbit Morty, and then it evolves into Evil Rabbit Morty, which is basically Donnie Darko Morty. So that one is reasonably strong, or stronger than another rare of its kind, because it can only evolve twice, only evolve once. I've been playing a whole bunch of this game, so I know a decent amount of it. I've only looked up so much about the game, so I don't know everything that there is to it. But I've played it a bunch and then did a little bit of research on things, so I have an idea of stuff. And then mega seeds in the first in the campaign mode will give you a large boost of stats. Oopsies. Getting a text. Getting a text. Uppy duppy dup. Darn it, I couldn't pause that in time. Ignore it. And then during that time, I missed getting an epic. I mean, an exotic. Darn it. Oh well. I'll read it later. It was a nice text anyway. So, for some reason, I still can't stop texts from coming in, and I'm really annoyed at that. I'm happy. I'm still happy about it. It's just like, darn it, why now? Meh. I think that there was a setting to say, like, hey, don't show texts on screen, and it still does, which I am annoyed with, so, alright, don't read my texts, please. Anyway, let's see. Okay, Michael Panda Plays says, I passed my test. I only failed math, so we're gonna work harder on math for 7th grade. Math is fine. Don't worry about that. Yes, definitely work harder, but... Uh-oh. Every day, someone else tries to sell a solar panel. Every day, somebody else is trying to get us to use solar energy. But they don't realize that we're not gonna be doing that anytime soon enough. We do not need the solar panels, 'cause they would be very expensive in the first place. So we're not gonna buy any of the solar panels. They would be very expensive and not really worth the cost, considering how little sun would end up actually being on there. Like, only half the day would we actually get the solar paneling, and then we get enough blackouts where that would not be the best case, and my father is very upset about that, and he's just constantly complaining about solar panels, so it's really not worth it. Although maybe it would be worth it, but I don't think I'd do it either. So I'm not gonna blame him, and I don't know why I'm singing this poorly to the tune of the Doki Doki Literature Club song. I guess that's just the first song in my head, which it really shouldn't be, because I'm playing Rick and Morty. Hooray, I actually managed a rhyme there. I'm really not trying at all at this point. Okay. Oh, super rare Morty. So, Blue Shirt Morty is like the Eevee of this game in the sense that it has more evolutions than anyone else. Blue Shirt Morty is, and I think maybe Summer Morty are the only ones in the game that have two Mortys. Like, when it evolves into another rare. Because it has like 5 stages of evolving, 5 or 6. Which is different than most other Mortys in the game, because once you evolve it, it'll just keep evolving into some other ones. And to evolve in this game, you have to capture multiple Mortys, then put them in a blender, blend them up, and then give the one Morty the Morty juice, and then it drinks it and then evolves. It's like Pokemon Go, where you grind up the Pokemon into candy and then give them to the other Pokemon, except that wasn't explicitly said in the game. It was just like, you know, what people would talk about, just like, oh, that's what you're doing in Pokemon Go, haha. But in this game, that's actually what you do, and it's amazing. Let me head over to Salesman Rick's with his wide array of Morty themed items. I love it. I need to buy some more manipulator chips, which I call them sometimes manipulator chipulators. Ooh, and then the daily challenges, which will give me stuff. Ooh, earned another Mega Seed. Yay! Let's see, how many chips do I have at the moment? I need to check my items. I have 5. Oh, okay. I'm doing good on the chips. I think I could catch this blue shirt Morty if I felt like it. Yeah, I'll do it. Let's see. Oh, Red says, plus, if you would like to draw some illustrations for your channel, you should try Ibis Paint X. It's okay to draw. Sad you couldn't watch KB, but it's okay. I just started watching some cartoons. Oh, Kick Batowski. Okay. Actually, for stuff that I'm gonna draw, at first I had been using GIMP, and then I found Inkscape, and Inkscape is similar to GIMP, except it works a little bit... Oh, I defeated it. Him. Excuse me. It's not a Pokemon, it's a Morty. I'm not a Pokemon, I'm Chaozu. Chaozu! This is Chaozu the video game. Oh, Nemo Mini Yeti. I'm not going to battle you at the moment. I'm not in a battling mood as of right now. Ooh, good. Cat Morty, who I can use because you're a scissor type, so I'll be able to get extra experience. Or, excuse me, I'll get experience easier by defeating you. I won't get extra. Look at that. Oh, it's almost a one-hit KO. Come on, Fawn Morty, you can take it. And then kick. And we've won. Yay! Which I think you're about to level up, too. And... one away! Alright. I'll swap out this Morty with another one. And then this way I can get the experience I need. So let me just find someone. Oh, another. Oh, it's the orange Morty. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, your paper, so I'll swap out. Oops. Don't want to use that. Switch to Turkey Morty. It's great. Turkey Morty I love because he's wearing a turkey costume, which reminds me of the turkey costume that I made for Holly. Her alternate Thanksgiving outfit. So I'm like, yes, Turkey Morty, I love this. I think it's adorable. Oh! If I wanted to catch this Morty, I could. Nah. I've already evolved Orange Morty. So it starts off as... Oh, what is it? No, it's not Apple Morty. Oh, yes, there we go. Fawn Morty's leveled up. Yay! Oh, it starts off as Strawberry Morty, who evolves into Orange Morty, who then evolves into Banana Morty. So I don't have those, up. Excuse me. I do have those, and I had evolved it, so I don't need another one of those, Mortys. So I'm good on that. I'm good on that regard. So I don't need another Who's-a-ma-what's-this. I don't need another Banana Morty. Anyway, back to the illustrations for the channel. Yes, I'm trying to study and figure out how Inkscape works, because I like Inkscape a little bit more than GIMP, in terms of its layout. So I'm going to be working on that a little bit more. So I'm going to use that to hopefully draw stuff for the game that I'm working on. And also, one or two other little things for the channel here and there. I actually just drew a very, very quick doodle. I wasn't really focusing on, like, actually making it good. But I did a very quick doodle in it just yesterday, for a thumbnail. I drew Ponyo very, very fast. Deliberately to look derpy. But, yeah, I will try and do some things with it, for the channel. Though, in terms of the other Hollies, I just like to use traditional drawing. I just feel more comfortable with that. But our scanner isn't working, or at least I can't connect to the scanner with my computer for some reason. Either way, I'm not able to scan any other stuff, so I can't scan my drawings and then use them in the game, which is what I would have preferred to do, which I'm annoyed with, but oh well. I'll do what I can. Let's see. Red says, cartoons I used to watch as a kid, because I don't really like anime. Oh, you're not an anime fan? You don't have to be. There's so many animes out there that I need to watch. I need to catch up on so much. I've watched almost nothing, unfortunately. But I want to watch so much. I've started a bunch of them, but I haven't really watched any because I was in the anime club, so we'd start an anime, and I just wouldn't get a chance to do it because I'd do other things. And it's just like, my sister's always telling me how much I need to watch anime. We missed another exotic Morty. Darn it. So there's a lot of anime that I need to catch up on. I really love anime despite watching almost none of them. I've only been able to finish so far like 2 anime as of late. Animes. I don't even know if it's anime or animes. And I feel sad about that because I want to be more of a weeb, but I just haven't. Just haven't had the time, just haven't been able to do that. I've just been doing other stuff. So, I definitely want to watch more animes. No other Mortys at the moment. I guess I could run back and heal them. Let's see. Red says, cartoons rule. They do indeed. Oh, I can defeat you. There we are. Oops, gotta scroll around. Red then also does a happy little, like, Kirby creature. Again, I'm very far behind in the chat here. Then says, a cup. Morty's going to just kill my mind. Yes, there's Red Solo Cup Morty, which I love. But unfortunately, I don't use. Then Red says, gosh, my friends went to the cinema, and bleh, they were the only people there. Only 2 of them in the whole room. Oh, wow. Yeah, actually, that happened to us when we had watched Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium in the theater. I kind of want to make a video on it fast before Mr. Enter gets to it, because I know he mentioned that, and so many other people have talked about these things, and I know once he talks about it, it's going to be around in the community, the cartoon reviewer community, and then everybody's going to talk about it. Well, or movie community. I imagine maybe, well, actually, it's not a cartoon, so why would it be in and Mr. Enter doing it, it throws me off when he does that, because it's like, oh, he did that with one other movie that he wanted to talk about, but then he said, like, the next movie he was going to focus on was Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium, and I'm like, no, I wanted to do that one. I mean, there's nothing stopping me from doing that if he does it, which I will still do it eventually anyway, but it's just like, I want to jump on that bandwagon, but also I don't feel up to doing a review of it, and also I don't really have the resources at the moment to do a review on it. But yeah, that was the first time I had seen a movie, like, in a theater and was disappointed. I have 1 or 2 friends who had enjoyed it, because I thought it was going to be Willy Wonka but with toys, because that seems how it was advertised, and it just felt very disappointing when I had watched it as a kid. I was just like, oh, that was good, because I was like, it had to be good, right? And then, as I had gotten older, I had looked back on it. It was just like, no, I didn't really like it. So, the theater, we had seen it in like, I think our movie theater at some point was like, if you watch a movie really early in the morning, or not really early, but it was around some earlier time on a certain day, you'd be able to have a cheaper price to watch the movie. Which is also how we watched Percy Jackson's Sea of Monsters years later. Or at least it seemed like that, or maybe it was a special promotion or something. I don't know. That's what my mom had said. So we had seen that, and I believe Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium was actually my sister's first movie that she saw in movie theaters. And it was not a good one, unfortunately. Excuse me, my first movie technically was Ants, but I was a few months old, or Whenever it happened, whenever Ants was in theaters, or maybe a year old or something, I was just a little baby bean, so I was not sentient of the movie going on. So the first movie that I was sentient of watching was Finding Nemo, which we basically consider my first movie. So that one was mine, which I was lucky to have seen in theaters, and it was a good movie. But and also at that point, when I was that young, actually. First off, Blocky Morty has evolved. This is Minecraft Morty, which again, ooh, really strong move. Oh, this is an important thing. Okay, get rid of encrust. Yes. Oh wow. Yay! You have a move that I don't have to worry about risking with like the stone fists. Thank you, Morty. Yay! Uh oh. Pause. Okay, it wasn't a text, it was another friend of mine. Yep, hello, other friend of mine. That's just her automatic username. Okay, there's no point in, like, hiding that one. That's not a text. Anyway, so yeah, that's another recent friend that I've been able to make and talk with during this whole endeavor, this whole situation, which has been pleasant. And there may also be some new developments in the future, which could be very positive. I will not go into those at the moment, but things could turn around to be a little bit nicer. I will just say. So who knows? I'll just see. My initial thoughts have actually, let's just say, hooked around in that regard. Like it was like, oh, maybe this will go this way. Oh, now my predictions have not been the way that they were, and now they're different, but will also turn out basically for the better. I'm being very cryptic, but it'll make sense in the future. Anywho, so what was I talking about before? I cannot recall. I've completely lost my train of thought. Oh, right. So this is Minecraft Morty. He learned a really strong move, which I'm very happy about, because I really needed another strong move on Minecraft Morty, who's unfortunately a little bit weaker than some of the others. So I'm very, very happy to get that move, finally. It's been a really long time since Minecraft Morty has gotten a good move. So I'm happy to get rid of that weaker move for it. Yay! Get 3 more Morty levels. Alright. We've earned 500 Flurbos, which is the Pokey of this universe. And I love it because it's Flurbo. Flurbo is an amazing word. Flurbalicious. Anyway, so Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium, not a fan of that movie from when I had watched it when I was younger. And I don't believe my sister had enjoyed it either while watching it. Definitely not a movie that we had expected. My parents were like, oh yeah, it's okay. And then we watched it and they're like, oh, that didn't turn out the way that we expected it. Because my parents, despite them... Well, actually, no, they pretty much never did any research, but then would talk about how much research they did on stuff. So, like, Kick Buttowski, we weren't allowed to watch, despite them not seeing the show at all and just saying we weren't allowed to watch it. But we were allowed to watch Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium in theaters, despite it being an unexpected twist and making my sister very sad at one point in the movie. And also the fact that me watching it, it was not only was it not what I had expected, because it was not very Willy Wonka-esque, and Willy Wonka was one of my favorite movies growing up, still is one of my favorite movies. And it did not turn out the way that I had been hoping that it would from the commercials that we had seen. And it was not an enjoyable experience. And right, the theater had been entirely empty except for the person who sat in the back who, like, cleaned up stuff. I guess that was their free movie or whatever. So they were that was the only person in the entire theater at that point. So that was a theater that was entirely empty, and that is the point of my story. Because we were like 3 weeks in to the movie being out in theaters, and nobody wanted to watch it. Let's see. Wow, you have a Twitter, a woo, but with O's instead of a U. Do you have Instagram? I live there. I do not have Instagram. I don't really like Instagram. I'm also not a huge fan of Snapchat, but I got it to talk with some of my friends. Uh, Especially because when we trade like pictures back and forth, I had gotten it at first for the channel, talked with like a fan, really decided not to continue that anymore, and then kind of cut that off, and then I decided, okay, I'm not going to be on Snapchat again. And then my special friend, um, when we had tried to exchange pictures of things, my texts are very weird and sometimes they don't work, especially with pictures and especially iPhone and Android trying to connect. It's very difficult, so that's why I had re-downloaded Snapchat. Also because she found my Snapchat, because I didn't delete it, I just deleted the app. I didn't delete the account accidentally. So, what was I saying? I was saying something. Right. So, um, um, right. So I had re-downloaded it for talking with her, and now I made another friend who is just a friend and just talking with a little bit, who's very fun and pleasant. Uh, so I also use it for that, and occasionally some of my other friends on there. And of course, my sister, who lives on Snapchat, I guess you could say, she's on Snapchat a whole bunch, and she really loves it, so sometimes she'll ask to check out her story. So now I just have Snapchat, and we'll use it to just chat, occasionally snap. It's not one of my favorite things. I'm not really a huge fan of it, but I still have it anyway. But I do not want an Instagram. I am not a fan of that, so I'm gonna skip it. So, no Instagram, no Handington Instagram that's official or anything right now. Maybe in the future one day, if things worked out that way, but I'm not looking for it at this point, at least. Furry Morty, Quawoo. Yes. Fawn Morty is Morty as just a fawn with wide eyes. And also, one of the funny things is that Fawn Morty is like pure and innocent, but also uses its happy, adorable eyes to pierce the enemy's being. So, a lot of Fawn Morty's powers are like Fluttershy on My Little Pony, using her like stare to destroy everyone. Well, Fluttershy doesn't use it to destroy anything. She's just able to use that to control animals if they're very unruly. But no, not Fawn Morty. Fawn Morty is able to destroy all using its stare, which I like much more because it's hilariously awful. Fluttershy's is more wholesome, but killing everybody using eye staring is funny, and it's not like laser vision, just the eyes. So one of Fawn Morty's powers is Death Stare, the other one is like Dark Void, where you look into the dark void of Fawn Morty's eyes. And then the other one is just Fawn Morty looking sad using Mope. And that's how it primarily hurts. In fact, the weakest move Fawn Morty has at the moment is kicking. With its powerful fawn legs. That's the weakest move that it has, and that is amazing. And then Reddy has scary eyes. Yes, those work very well. I totally forgot how to make this YouTube comment thingy. YouTube hashtag YTG. Ooh, Santa Morty has leveled up. Lots of defense. That's good. Santa Morty needed some more defense. Ta-da! Circuit board. Those are useful. Oh, it's a little YouTube gaming heart. Oh, that's really cool. I've never seen that particular emoji before. I think I've seen that heart, but I haven't seen it look like a controller, which is really cool. Oh, that's really neat. And then another one. Ha! I found it. And then the happy epic face. I'm dying of this. Awesome. And more of the face stare of death. Awesome Face song. Ah, yes. I remember the Awesome Face song. Back on Scratch, Fox Rocket. I know it was like C, S, F, bunch of numbers. That person on Scratch, we had done a joint thing together, and, he had made the awesome song with Sokka, I believe, who had drank the, cactus juice. He just has his tongue, and he's just like, wah. And that's what he does. And it was like a multicolored GIF of that. And that was a video. I really liked listening to the song. So, I remember that. Oh, good memories. Oh, Michael Panda Gotcha, who is here. How do you use that emoji? I put colon, awesome colon together. Ah. There you do. There you go. Whoops. Michael Panda Gotcha gets the epic face, the awesome face. Yay! XD, yup, awoo, YouTube Gaming Heart. Insert the more you know. Here, says Michael Panda, please. Thank you. I approve of that. The little more you know star. Then Red goes, ah. And then this message is held for review, so I guess I should review it in a second, but I'm going to swap out the Mortys. Because the Mortys that you fight against, their level is equal to the weakest Morty that you have in your party. So in order to get the maximum amount of experience, you'll want to level up with your weakest Morty. Excuse me again. Blech. I'm going to use Bunt, which is, funny enough, Bunt is stronger than Turkey Morty's super effective Nibble, because Nibble is so weak that once its power is doubled, that'll be, when it's super effective, it's 90, and Bunt does 95, so Bunt is just more powerful than its super effective move. Bleh. Move. Cannot enunciate. There we go. The comment says, I left a comment on the new Mario Last Impact, where all the dialogue is, so you can skip those parts when you're ready to react. You can check it out. Ah. Oh, that'll be helpful with your video. So thank you very much for doing that. This way I can focus on the dialogue of the episodes. Though I did promise you that I would go through the whole thing. So as long as people don't mind that, and you don't mind that, that would be okay. Anyway, so here's the super effective move that did 30 damage. And we use Bunt, which is just neutral. And it does more damage than the super effective move, because Turkey Morty's move is so much weaker. But Turkey Morty has decent enough stats, so I like using Turkey Morty. Turkey Morty has managed to survive through things much more than I would have expected, so Turkey Morty, you get to stay. You're a good member of our team. You're a good little monkey, despite being a turkey. Minecraft Morty, yes indeed. Blocky Morty is Minecraft Morty, and I love it so much, that's why I wanted to use it. Because I love Minecraft, even if it's not being super popular at the moment. But if it is super popular at the moment, then that is a good bonus, because at least people will be more interested in my series, rather than people being less interested in the series and it's still going up at some point. PewDiePie playing it has reinvigorated me wanting to edit those episodes, so I'm happy about it. And then I was playing it again, and I was very happy. So it helped to reignite that little spark there, so I'm happy about it. Let's see. If Minecraft didn't become popular again, my channel would probably end up dying off. You're a Minecraft channel. Ah! Well, that is a positive as well. This whole thing has been very helpful to people. Ooh, crate! These are rare, and they have a whole bunch of items. Yes, another chip! Oh, fantastic. And then, funny enough, Fortnite is now much less popular. I mean, Minecraft has much more long-lasting power to it. Fortnite feels more like a fad as opposed to Minecraft, which is just a legitimately good game. It uses the power of human ingenuity as the backbone and heart of Minecraft, and it's wonderful. Whereas Fortnite is Fortnite, so it's got that going for it. I still think Fortnite is a bit better than some other games that I would have played. At least there's some amount of silliness and heart to it, but I'm not really a fan. But I'm okay if other people are a fan. I don't hate Fortnite. Honestly, I had played it on the channel, which is already more than what I would for other battle royale / shoot magoot games. So I like it a bit more on that front. Although it doesn't really have, like, I'd say it's better than Destiny. I'd say Fortnite is better than Destiny. It has more heart to it than just being soulless. I say that based solely on I Hate Everything's reviews of Destiny, where, and since I don't play Destiny and I'm not really a fan of it, I'm just gonna be mean to Destiny. Because honestly, they're not very respectful or nice to the people who support them anyway, so it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna care about that. at least the Epic Store is doing a cool thing where, like, you can get free games every month or so, or every few weeks. So, at least there's that. That's pretty cool. I think maybe the Epic Store pays those people for every download that happens, so we get games for free and Epic Games makes money or something. I don't... Or they spend the money on it and help indie devs? Maybe. I don't know how the Epic Store works, and I know there's lots of problems with the Epic Store. I'm not a fan of it. I just got it when I did those live streams of Fortnite, just to give that a shot, just because it was like, okay, I'll see what the whole big deal of everything is. And, I still had the Epic Store, and then when I found out that they gave away games for free, I decided, alright, you know what, I'll keep the account around. So I got a few games on there for free, which I may play on the channel. I'm pretty much claiming all of the free games that I can whenever I end up going on it. Whether I'm going to play them all on the channel or not, I'm not sure, but I got Super Meat Boy, I got World of Goo, got Fez, so lots of good ones. Oh, they're back. Sorry, we're going to have to cut this now.